he a little bit lighter than me, brother on as a camera person. Thomas Sotomayor on a coon, this butt dancing, butt broke, because I was trying to say butt breaking. I want that hit by YouTube. They want you to have 60 characters. So I know how to spell the word light. I misspelled it on purpose because then, like, once you upload the video, you can add more characters. YouTube, can y'all do better than that, please? Anyway, I woke up like this. Okay, anyway, point is, let me get to put some stuff in my hair. The truth of the matter is, I just saw the white guilt video with Brandon Tatum, excuse me. Brandon Tatum been bashing these brothers, calling them thugs. The two brothers in the video, dude, were college graduates, prestigious brothers. They were not thugs, okay? You were a butt-breaking thug for white supremacy, okay? And then, what I noticed that you said that you're tired of white people being guilty. Let me explain something. I know you said there's another black. I don't live by the one-drop rule, brother, okay? And I'm going to educate you that the one-drop rule has been denied constitutionally because of the Love Virginia case back in 1967, 51 years ago, that said that it was unconstitutional. And, we're able to check more than one box since my movement that I belong to, the multiracial movement, was trying to get that multiracial category back in the year 2000. Okay, and it was a minority civil rights groups like LULAC and NAACP and NASA Catarasa and Urban League and AIM, which is American Indian Movement, who was doing a cooling job attacking that category to be on. So that's why they say you can check more than one box. So I don't check just black. My background is African American, French, Spanish, Creole, English, Irish, and American. So yes, we are part white. African Americans are not pure black. You and I are not black as tar. We don't look like Kunta Kinte, okay? We might have features and hair texture, but we don't look purely, okay? Like, no offense to Akon, but I'm just calling it like it is. So, we're part black, white, Native American. I'm part African American, French, Spanish, Creole, English, and American, so I am black, white, Native American, and Hispanic origin. Okay, well, my fourth grandfather was a Real, and I have on the other side of the family because the Real. That's my third great on the other side, on my mom's side. That's my third great grandmother's dad. Okay, he was a Riala, and they changed it to Rouse. Her husband, I don't know what she looked like, but her husband, they say on the census, his parents were from Louisiana, which is Spanish and French Creole, Louisiana, because French and Spain own different parts of South. You can even mix down there. Yes, okay, they had slavery, but they had free people of color, upper class people, African descent. Yes, some owned slaves, but some didn't. You know what I'm saying? And then when the Anglos, which that's also a part of me, took over Louisiana and made the racism and all, many of them Creoles of color, the free left and went to Mexico, Jamaica, and Cuba, and Dominican Republic, and Haiti. Okay, I would too. Okay, so a lot of folks don't know the history. You say about, okay, so therefore I'm technically, and also, so on that side of the family, just to educate you, that was my third grandmother who died in 1974, 5 years before I was born. She was 90 years old when she died. There's my great grandfather who's still living. That was his grandmother on his dad's side. Her husband was white, and there was no slavery as a child because when I go back to Instagram, my third grandfather who died in 54, 2 years before my mom was born, that's my mom's side of the family, but that's the same year my dad was born, 1954. He like a white man. He was born in 1867, which is after slavery. His mother was white. And they listed him as white. It's funny, they put him as black and his kids as mulatto. I don't know how they did that. Okay. So anyway, so they let you know that they say it was Creole, but history, there had to have been the dad side of the family, because the dad side of the family, we have, just my grandmother has his last, I'm my mom's side, excuse me, no, that's her maiden last name, okay? That had to have been his dad, because, like I said, listed him as black later on, he looked white and he was mulatto, or quadrille. I don't know how the census did that. His dad had to pass as white to automatic white woman after slavery. So there had to have been Creoles, that side of the family, because she wasn't Creole. She was all white. She was English and Irish. Okay? And I'm related to Nathaniel Bacon because she's the Bug family, and the all detail. That was her maiden name. The 10th grandfather, 9th grandfather, my 9th grandfather, or 10th, was Sarah Bacon Bug and Samuel Bacon II. They were an English family. They were the Bug side, the Bacon side of the family, which is Captain Bacon at New Kent, Virginia. See, I did my research on this. Okay, they're related to the Thea Bacon and Baker Bacon that actually set off race and class. That's why I'm about to debunk your argument. Ha! Okay, now. The truth of the matter is, as since we're part white, we get white guilt too. That's why many of us don't want to mention that we mix with white. It was a slave masters mixing. Not all slave masters mixing. And yeah, the majority was happening because that one drop, the condition of the mother. Thank you. But not all came from rape, and they were interracial marriages that people don't want to talk about. They kept on, and you have people passing for white. That too. Okay, so let's get that scenario straight. Now, when they got caught, sometimes they didn't get killed. They can go to the black side. Okay, let's get this. Okay, that's how it happened. Okay, so the truth of the matter is, we get white guilt too. Let me explain why. Because as a person who mixed with white, look white and mention, and I'm not ashamed of my multiracial background, a lot of people associate white racism with me too, okay? Yes, they do, okay? So, in colorism, since I'm not high yellow like Kaepernick, but I'm not dark chocolate either. So that too, you know what I'm saying? So I get thumbed down on my video talking about multiracial heritage. I don't give a damn. Those who thumbed down my video, if you're subscribed to my channel, please get off my channel. This is not for you. Your ass should not be here. Let me know who you really are. Whoever that's thumbed down my video on multiracial issues, you need to get out my channel because I don't need your asses around me. Okay? Now. Reason why I say that because white African American people, dark skin, light skin, whatever, with white DNA, okay? Because we're not pure black, who emulate white supremacist behavior, aka call another brother a nigger, emulate the stereotype of the word nigger, the stereotype called of being a coon, which is I call it like Kodak black, okay? That stupid fool. Even yourself, you don't say the word nigga, but you call these dudes thugs who are not thugs. See, if the shoe fit, I understand a pants sagging criminal who make us brothers look terrible. You call them thugs. Actually, thug is not the word nigga. Let me get it straight. I understand in British India they use, but we use the word thug, and it's like the white racist people, the white cops that arrest them dudes, including the bald head coon. They all were thugs and badges. So call like is it dirty? They do criminal activity with their badge. They're wolf in sheep clothing. Okay. And I call white dudes on my channel. I call Hispanic, all type of people thugs too. Y'all know I call a Pocho thug, a Cholo thug, a redneck thug. I'm very creative with my words. Okay, as a Leo, that's what I am. That's my sign. So you say about white guilt. Let me explain the reason why that you should not use that video about those white folks who film. Those white folks that film the Starbucks. Shout out to my white brothers and sisters, okay, with genetic cousins, all right, relatives as well. They did film, and I'm glad we saw that because it's letting you know that not all white people are bad people. And I've been told people thought that I'm attacking white supremacists on my channel, y'all. I'm not attacking good white people. Thank you. And the reason why, as a liberal, that I defend good white people because folks understand. Even during slavery, you had the Underground Railroad, okay? You had white abolitionists, okay, who helped slaves get out the plantation, okay? You had white people who was against let me let you know, scallywag carbackers. The scallywag was the white people in the South who was against the KKK who got killed in lynch, and also the carbackers who was up north, the Yankees. Why that southern white people who were racist did not like Yankees because they came down south to stop slavery. They hated Jews. They hated Catholics, white Catholics and white Jews. And I'm also a Catholic myself. I'm not a perfect one. Of course, I'm saying I ain't perfect. And I'm going to church today. But anyway, point, I'm an ex-Protestant, a very ex-Protestant. I don't like Protestant fundamentalism. I hate it to passion. A lot of them, because the white people who are Protestant in the South, who were either Baptists or some conservative Methodists who were very conservative, they would distort the Bible, which it was the Charles Colcock Jones interpretation of slavery. They were, religious instruction of a Negro, how to make a Negro Christian type folks. They were using the Bible to justify their abusive behavior. White folks who were liberal, Protestant, moderate, or either Catholic or Jew were against that. Okay, so that's why they like the Ku Klux Klan was against Catholics, white Catholics, and Jews because in our faith we're not supposed to be racist. That we're supposed to be all God's children. The word Catholic means universal. Okay, um, under Jesus' bride, the church, St. Paul said Ephesians, the one he made in Acts 16, the one that St. Peter brought to Rome, 1 Peter chapter 5:13, she are the church here in Babylon. Okay, thank you. That's why. Thank you. Thank you. The one, you know what I'm saying? That we're all God's children, okay? So, in the Protestant, white Protestant churches, especially in the South, they misinterpret the Bible and say that we cannot mix and stuff like Bob Jones, when actually that was about interfaith marriages, because when the Jews were the only ones who were monotheists at the time, okay, according to the Bible, okay, they believe in one God, the other tribe believed in other gods. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's why they could not mix, because of their faith belief system. Now, and actually, if everybody came out of Africa, that meant that everybody was black at the time. Huh, which debunks their argument before they went to Europe and started having musician and Asian all over the place. Okay, thank you. So that debunks people's argument right there. Now, anyway, but they use that, so you are brainwashed with white supremacy, misinterpreted by white supremacists who fake preachers of it when it comes to religion. That's one thing that I noticed, that you don't realize the reason why people are bringing up white guilt, because white people do benefit for white privilege in this country. Yes, there are white people who are not ancestors of the slavery. Have you ever heard of generational wealth? Even, who actually had white guilt, but should have guilt for violating women, and I know we're both Leos. Ben Affleck did a video, but when I found that, Me Too, and I was like, no, not Ben Affleck. That's one of my favorite actors. We're both Leos, and we both love J Lo. Okay, I love Jennifer Lopez, and she's a Leo too. I'm like, when he on PBS, and I knew that Henry Gates Jr. was a liar, because when he didn't tell those people on African American lives that DNA testing does not always tell the truth. They have its limits. I'm glad that the white professor on 60 Minutes called out AfricanAncestry.com and all the rest of them with the DNA tests, charging people. That's why it's cheap now to get DNA tests. And it does not tell you. Your DNA get mixed up. You don't know which is which. Look what happened to Jessica Alba. When she was on Lopez tonight, and you can tell she had black DNA with them big lips and wide nose. They said that she's mostly European, well, her mom is white, which makes sense. And her in more Native American, no black and no Asian. But when she was on PBS with Henry Gates Jr., her DNA show the Afro-Mexican part of her came out. And she admit that also to the colorism of her family. Those who are lighter skinned Mexicans on her dad's side, they went to white schools. Those who are darker didn't. They went to Mexican before they, Mendez versus Westminster case that allowed Latinos to go to white schools. So, they're for real. They was able to pass or whatever. Those who were very light skinned and looked more Spaniard. And those who looked more indigenous was on black DNA 910 could not go in California. So that debunks that argument. Okay, so DNA testing will always have its limits. They didn't tell you that if you went to another DNA company, your results will be different compared to what they got at Answer.com. That's why they're cheap now, because now they've been caught out for lying and charging $200 and $300 and not telling the actual truth to their consumers. That's the whole reason why. Now, they debunked that. So he didn't tell Tina Turner and the rest of if you went to another company, that Native American DNA might come out. Okay? Your DNA gets shuffled first, and you can only go back to 8 or 16 generations. It don't go to all of Adam and Eve, okay? The beginning of life, okay? That's one thing they was lying to people about. And they got caught, and I'm glad 60 Minutes called their ass out. So I cuss here when the law professor from Yale called their ass out. I'm glad that white woman who looked like, what's her name? Flores Henderson from the Ray Bunch had called them out, and they found a different tribes from different African tribes compared to other. Yeah, they called it behind out. Yes, they did. So my point is, when Ben Affleck had knew about this, I assume, and knew he had slave ancestry, on my view, I say, dude, we do too. We're not pure black. And if you didn't slay nobody, hey, I'm mixed with, I got slave owner and slave ancestry. So, and the American ancestry as well. I don't feel guilty of mention because I didn't rape nobody, slave nobody, you know what I'm saying? And, and I wasn't a slave either. So that the only people that should feel guilty of it are the people who are not here, who probably are not in a better place, if you know what I'm saying. They're not in heaven. Nothing unclean is good. And that's that law goes there. Or like them, they believe that what they say always saved. No, excuse me, Matthew 7 talks about in the born again is baptism, born of water and spirit. That's a disinterpretation, okay? So there you go. Now, in that case, that's why the girl, the lady from Emmett Till, she now realized now because with her pride, yeah, they hide behind that. I'm saved. I'm gonna go to heaven anyway. I'm gonna do whatever I want to. That's the reason why white supremacy goes on in their level. Yes, okay. You know what I'm saying? Now, the reason why they feeling white guilt, dude, because it contributed to what happened in the past. The reason why America is so rich because of our ancestors being slaves. But banks, companies supported up north, those hypocrites, were supporting those people down south who were owning slaves. The reason why they distort the Bible for the love of money was root all evil. Okay, the St. Paul said, okay. And with a bone thugs and harmony time about doing some thugging for the love of money. Thank you. Doing wrong for the love of money. Okay, well, they were doing thugging on plantation. White ancestors for the love of money. Okay, was root all evil, not the money. The money is everything. Classes say that in book of classes. I'm going to read the Bible here, but it's true. Money is everything. You can't go and grab something off the store and steal it because it'd be wrong. And stealing is wrong too. So you have to earn. A man doesn't work, don't eat. Okay, hello. So truth of the matter is, for the love of money, they were doing that, man. They distort the Bible. They were raping the black women and the mixed race women. And why? And the reason why they made the one drop rule, because it made us equal to white people. Okay? Let me explain why I'm against the one drop rule. They raped the black women because the condition of the mother, you was a slave. Okay? Then the children come out of different shades. That's why we don't look black as tar. That's why my hair color is not match my skin tone. Then all of a sudden, the people, even though they had white DNA in them, even though they had dark skin, dark chocolate skin, they had white, they were not free. That one drop black blood made you a slave and oppressed and to remain in oppression and not come out. That's why you had people who looked white pass. That's why I don't get to, no, let me explain why. In those days, they were crucial. Of course, it's wrong to lie and bash your family and try to understand that. But those days, they would get lynched, killed. You got caught passing for white and looking white. Like, for example, we use Paris Jackson, who looked white, Michael Jackson's daughter. If she got caught passing for white back in those days, she would have been killed, okay? And the idea, if you were black, you was enforced to be in poverty. When they made segregation, people talk about we had our own business. Excuse me. Did you know those businesses sometimes got shut down? Did you know also too they had bad service? Why some black-owned businesses sometimes have bad service because of that? Did you also know that when we had Black Wall Street in segregation, what they do? They burn it down. They burn out Rosewood. Okay? Because they didn't want you to be economically empowered just like white people. They want you to be segregated, living in shithole, living in poverty, and not come out. Okay? And I'm let you know, the African American people in our community who keep calling someone a sellout for coming up and doing better, like they're bashing Beyonce, way before that Super Bowl situation in 2016, you had African American people making these fake Illuminati stories because they was jealous of Beyonce and Jay-Z's wealth. Okay, and Jay-Z is guilty for selling dope to his people, but guess what? This country had slavery, and they did the same damn thing. The Kennedys was bootlegging alcohol. You have people in the mouth made money. What white person who is wealthy have done wrong? Donald Trump has done wrong with money. For the love of money, for the love of money, rap industry. You know why rap music is so, the corrupt version of it is so? For the love of money. Jimmy Iovine, the rest of them, Jerry Heller, who endorsed Cooney, making Coon joke, a mission show out of NWA, niggas with attitudes. They for the love of money and they living on their wealth. Dr. Dre is rich behind that. Leaving death row. Come on now. What rich person, which makes sense why Jesus said the rich man 19, not because of his wealth, with the things he did, will not into the kingdom of heaven because of his bad deeds, if he not forgiven, of course. Come on now. We all been guilty of doing things for the love of money. Okay? Eat the poor person tip. Even though it's legal. Here in Texas, we have employment at will for advocating not only racial discrimination, okay, but also employee abuse. Bully bosses do that for the love of money. They know it's evil to hurt their other employees. If it wasn't for the employees, they wouldn't have a business, right? But they know to be a bully and feel like they're in charge because they feel insecure and don't feel any self-worth in themselves. They have to go ugly and evil and thugging on the job to feel good so they can bully that person. And that's why you think that when they say don't hire us liberals, because we're going to come to work and we're going to do our job right. But we're not going to let nobody disrespect us. Because we know that the love of money, not all money, we're not going to sit here and make money our God, in that manner. And so we would tell a boss off because of disrespect. Because the boss has a title does not mean he entitled to entitle us. They were bad leaders in the Bible. They had scribes and Pharisees. They had thank you. And we're not trying to work for a corrupt person. We're trying to look, and you should be friends with your employee. Let me explain why. People who are friends in business make money and make business. People are enemies. See, one thing you say, I'm going to be your enemy while you're getting paid. You're not going to have a good business. I would love to work with people who are friends. Understand, not show favoritism when they're wrong. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about getting along so we don't have no drama. I'm planning to be an entrepreneur, I don't want to have people as enemies working for me. Look what happened to Mariah Carey and Stella. That was an enemy working under. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? She befriended this woman, and that one was a snake. Okay? At the same time. And I bet some people over here talking about she a diva, because I don't know Mariah Carey like that, but not everybody who's diva in status are evil like that. There are people, I want to do a video about Anita Baker, how she treat that woman, because I love Anita Baker, I'll make a video, but watch out the video. I'm trying to get more information about Anita Baker, clap back at their sister. Yeah, I'm about to criticize Anita Baker on that point. I love Anita Baker. I love her some rapture and all that, but I'm about to go there with her too on my channel. Watch out, y'all have that. I'm putting my mind together. Now, about this situation, people bully people on the job for the pleasure. This not about teaching right wrong. I'm not perfect, but I know the Bible tells you that the slave of the Lord, okay, corrects in kindness in 2 Timothy chapter 2, 24 and 26, 25. Okay, so you can correct somebody in kindness. You don't have to get ugly and be like the benefactor and king of Gentiles, lord over people. And in fact, that's just in people who try to justify their behavior. That's what those people did at Starbucks. Act like king of Gentiles, act like Theophilus. And guess what? In Theophilus, when St. John talks about that, they kicked him out in his third letter, right? 9 and 10, because he was dominating people, acting ugly. And the woman who called laws on that, them two brothers, she was that type of boss. You didn't do your research on that. She was thugging, okay? With some red Negro nose. She had a Negro. I bet somebody who looked white from the South, passed as white, went in her white family, mixed in, kept a secret, and got this girl thinking she's a 100% white girl. Because when I saw that Negro nose, when I saw that white woman, I forgot her name, the manager that supposedly got fired, transferred, and Starbucks, she has a Negroid nose. She don't have a thin nose than Michael Jackson. Okay, thank you. No, she don't have. At least she got the surgery done, baby. She at least got the surgery done. And when I know about that, baby, at least you use that Starbucks money. Make sure you don't go to no butt injection type surgeon who make your nose thinner. Don't you do that now? You may end up being killed. And at least when I know about you, have that black DNA, that old Negro nose, but you have a Negro nose, a sister, white looking sister, and trying to coon out and call laws on. They should have called laws on your ass for passing and get the Sarah Jane treatment when she met her boyfriend in the movie Imitation Life, when he whooped her ass in the alley, which I'm just as white as you. You're lying. All those folks making fun of me. Is your mother a nigger? Y'all know that movie Imitation Life? No, I'm just as white as you. Ah! Yeah, she got the ghetto gagging treatment. Sure did, trying to ghetto gag and pass for white at the same time. Anyway, point is, yeah, she sure did. Now, Sarah J. Yeah, sure did. Is your mother a nigger? Is it true? Is it true? What did Frankie say in The White Man? Is your mother a nigger? Is your mother, are you black? Everybody making jokes and talking about me. You're lying. It was said that the movie I Pass as White is excuse me, ma'am, is a baby black. I like to speak to my wife right now. What do you mean the baby is black? Baby, I love them passing white movies. Yes, I do watch them old movies. I gotta watch that movie, I Pass as White and Pinky. Baby, I love them trash mulatto movies. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Now, and we need someone who can pass for white to talk to this brother. Because one thing I love befriending people, brothers and sisters who can look like a pass. They can tell you all the secrets what white people say behind our back. Yes, that's why y'all out here bashing Paris Jackson, Wendy Williams, which you can look like Paris Jackson. That is Michael Jackson's children. I don't care what anybody say. Michael Jackson did not, yeah, he did not look like when he looked when he passed, when he died. But excuse me, his DNA is not pure black. Michael Jackson did not look like no Wesley Snipes. Okay, but way before all of the certain vitiligo, even his dad, who has less Negroid features, was making fun of his nose. Okay, when he talked about his half sister Javon, whatever her name is, he talked. Yeah, watch the audio. That he was talking about how he defend against us and beat up Joseph. Yeah, I heard the audio. Yeah, I've been keeping up doing my research on these celebrities and stuff. And he said he was calling him the black boy because he had more Negro. He was a little darker than Joe Jackson. That's why Joe Jackson had them green eyes. So that let you know that Mike and what's name do not like a Peter Yoke talking about Catherine. Y'all pray for Catherine because she had a stroke. Okay, probably I'll have to do a video on that too. Michael Jackson's mama. They don't look like pure black people. You can tell camera skin and light high yellow skin tone from Joe. Thank you. None of them people in that family are dark chocolate in the family. Way before y'all talking about the kids and Janet Jackson's child looking all because she had to have a Arabian child. None of those people talking about the Jackson family. I don't see no dark chocolate people in their family. I don't see no dog Wesley Snipes or Lupino type people in their family from Jackie and Reba, whatever her name is, to all the way to Janet. Okay, so you can tell they have African and Native American and European. I'm not saying if you are dark chocolate, you can still have that. I'm just saying y'all over here making all these jokes talking about that's not the kids. Actually, majority of their grandchildren are very exotic looking compared to them. So I don't understand what you're talking about, and it is typical like Chris Jones' daughter, who Tupac was dating like a white woman. Okay, Rashida. No, it's Rashida's sister, one or two. Rashida played white woman role. She passed white. Okay. And Chris Jones has white DNA. You can tell he came out, he look lighter than I am. So what is y'all problem? That's not the kids. Excuse me, that can happen. You had people black as tall back when they was getting raped by a master, or they was having sex with master and having kids. Like man, having kids was master look like white folks, and once they find a way to get out the plantation, can pass. Know your history, ignorant people. God dog it. We're not pure black people. They one driver lie, they all white racists lie. Okay? We part Caucasian. I check the white box and the black and they yes I do. And I'm checking the Spanish box. Well, that's who we are. We're not full blown by we're not too Afrocentric by us culture because once they kicked out, we genetically not pure black. Damn. I mean I accept it. Shoots. Alright, so get to the point. So we would love to have a Paris Jackson looking sister up here or a brother who can pass for white. What's the Rock? What's the name? The Rock dude, not Rock. The Rock is part of Samoa. I'm talking about Rock, not Rock. What's his name? The brother that be on YouTube who can pass for white. We would love to, so he can tell you all the jokes they say behind closed doors, what they in love befriending. I'm part Creole, and I have friends who Creole who looked white. They can tell you all the stuff they say behind closed doors, dude, brother. That's why I don't have my talent. One thing when I research my white ancestry, you can tell the essence of it. You can feel it in your. It takes you. Yeah, thank you. That's why I had a problem admitting I have white ancestry, because it, when you tell it, when truth comes out and you go against people's false narrative, it, 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 it It opens that door, and that's why I'm not agreeing with this brother here. Okay, the white guilt. It tells you about happening slavery, how they felt about the slaves. All that stuff comes out. That when you live for the truth, more truth comes out. That's how God works. And you will see an eye opening, because those two white people, who one was filming the situation, and one was defending them. They know, as white people, they carried that generational wealth guilt. Okay, race and class. Bacon Rebellion. That's my cousin. Okay, due to my program being white. Because when it's white people and black folks and mixed with people who were like, when they had the Bacon Rebellion, you gotta understand, in Virginia, they did the worst than those thugs, those Nazi thugs, did at Charlottesville last August, before my birthday, okay? And what they did was, if you know about what Berkeley did to the white edition service, which I very up against with my cousin when he did to Native American people, because they was trying to take the property tax. They kicked the Native American people out part of Virginia, as I recall. And what happened, white edition service, who was no different, hardly no different than slave, but was white, okay? They were able to mix. Actually, white women was marrying black men. Barack Obama's mama is a descendant of that too. The first black slave, called Answer.com, married a white woman to serve it. Remember, condition when they had more free. That's different. And even one of the sites said it. That's how they was living as free Negroes, because her, known as a white grandma who got beaten lashes for sleeping with a slave as a white servant, she had a baby, in that during that lineage they were free, condition of the mother. Okay, the origin of the one drop rule was condition of the mother in Virginia. Let me know. Actually, that was the one who came from. And actually, Virginia was a case going against interracial marriage and legalized to be in. Okay, Virginia is so right. And my roots in Virginia on the black side and the white side is weird, because my grandfather on my mom's side, that I don't know, that I carry his last name, as I was doing research on there, his dad was from Virginia before he came to Texas. God, that a lot of Virginians. Okay. Louisiana, Virginia, Alabama, Texas, Alabama, God dog, okay, Georgia, golly. Anyway, so point is, you gotta understand, the white district servants and the black folks fought together. They burned Virginia. They had a riot, everything. They was worse than the people who criticized from Black Lives Matter who did it. And actually, I'm about to get on your ass about Black Lives Matter, because you're a cop. Excuse me, as I was working, did my walk with the ACLU last year, a sister, I can say her name, snitched to me about HBD African American cops pretend to be part of Black Lives Matter, causing riots with Black Lives Matter. That's why not all Black Lives Matter cause riots. They come in, they have people come in. They need to start screening people who involved in their protests, not just getting anybody, Tom, Dick, and Harry, to come in your movement. And anyway, they come in and start rioting, and so the news media can catch it, like Geraldo Rivera were doing with the Baltimore situation, and then make Black Lives Matter look back. Yes, y'all. She told me this. Yes, HB Houston police cops were accurate, saying who's no different than this cop here, because I think Brian Tatum is a cop. Is a cop. They would pretend to be the thugs to put Black Lives Matter shirts on and cause rioting, so they can go back to news media and make a big story about how Black Lives Matter. Yes, I'm spilling all the tea up in here. Now, you the subject. Okay, so what happened is, down there in Virginia, when they burnt the Virginia Capitol, white elite said, oh, we have a plan. Let's make the Judicial Service part of the slave patrol, for the cops are acting like today, okay? Let's give them jobs to be overseers so they can feel like being white. And this is why you have white people attacking Trump today, who are poor, who live in the trailer park, aka the white version of the ghetto, who live in Appalachian Mountains and can't get no Obamacare, they get their karma, okay? Because they thought that white skin would give them their white privilege to get the wealth, the generational wealth. Thank you, okay? That's exactly. And white people, and the reason why they were raping to produce, having sex forms, it's weird that people talk about the South is a Bible Belt. And that's an X-Prize, I can tell you right now, it's not. It's a distortion of the Bible Belt, okay? No, the same PSA in the third chapter of his letter, in 2 Peter chapter 3, 5:15, distortion of the Bible. As I call it, it's a dirty South. Yes, it's dirty, have a dirty past. The dirty South is distortion of the Bible Belt. This is distortion of the Bible Belt. Distortion of the Bible, false interpretation, private or personal interpretation of scripture and handle prophecy, according to Saint Peter in first chapter, second chapter, Peter chapter, first chapter, 21:20. Okay, Second Peter chapter. Okay, thank you. That's my favorite verses. Truth of the matter is, distortion of the Bible Belt, private interpretation of the Bible Belt, dirty South, ratchet South, thug, slave, white racist, white South, called like it is, conservative. What happened is they thought that they would get that generation wealth because remember what I'm saying? That the slave master distort the Bible, rape the slaves. The more slaves they had, the more slaves they were able to produce money. Because remember, these folks were working for free. They collect that money. The money didn't go to the slaves. The money did not go to the slaves, our ancestors who were slaves. It went to our white ancestors who were slaves. And our ancestors who were slaves in the house of fear, dark light, exotic looking, look like camera skin, like you and I. You look like a camera, look lighter camera than I am. Brandon. Thank you. Thank you. They were working for free. Sign down, sign up. Okay. They was treated harshly for the love of money. Okay. And yes, African people gave them, but there was no West Nile looking folks on the dollar bill. Okay, thank you. It's called like it is, or Mount Wash, or Washmore. Let's get that straight up in here, okay? That's the case. We want to be screaming racism if a black man darker than you and I own part of the United States. Thank you. Hello, okay? White men, white people in the South owned slaves. Yeah, they were mixed race people and pure blacks that owned, but they were minority. In the Americans, they were minority, dude. God dog, get that in your head. Now, and there was different substance of it because free people of color could buy a slave by having free people their family be free. If I was a free person of color carrying papers inside because I want to be like immigration papers, okay? So I would not be a slave. I can buy my family. They would say I was a slave owner, but my family were free with me. You know what I'm saying? Native Americans owned slaves to try to fit in white racist culture and got screwed with the charioteers. And I'm not making fun of my Native American people, but also not all Native Americans who participated in slavery were harsh slave owners. A lot of folks do not know that when Africans will go on the Native American who would run away, go to the American communities, the white master will try to take them and kidnap them. So a Native American who wanted to keep that person free in their community will have to buy their freedom in a way and make them their slave. Now, folks not talk about that part of the story. Yes, there were Native Americans who was apples, white on end like a coon, thank you, white and red out. But not all Native Americans there. That's why they was intermarrying and mixing. Okay, a lot of folks not talk about that, and that I get that later. Okay, so what happened is they were living under generational wealth. Their families, and they was giving money to elite up north. All these corporations that they're getting private prison complex. They're doing the same thing they did back in the day. What happened is that you don't understand. That's how white privilege was built, based on wealth and white ancestry. That's why they had the one drop rule, because it was fear of us having a drop of white DNA make us free, not a slave. Okay? That's why on the census they say white male, white female, and slave. You mix the races as against race mix because it made us just as free as they are, because we do have white, I traced my roots to England, okay? White England, okay? All right, 2 years ago. They feel intimidated by that. They don't want us to be in the same pot with them. Okay? That's why that can mean with the ones who are coons in our community who love the one drop rule. Those are massive faithful slaves. Marcus Garvey was one of them. I'm about to get that. And so was Nation Islam. Nation Islam was supported by H.L. Hunt, a Klansman. Yes. Besides them bean pies and all this stuff, Elijah Muhammad was making money and got Michael X killed. A lot of folks, and with the FBI involved, H.L. Hunt, who helped kill Kennedy in Dallas, he contributed that money to the Nation Islam. Also, Marcus Garvey had a meeting with the Ku Klux Klan back in June 25th, 1922, to keep segregation. All the lynchings was going on in the segregation because it was trying to make African-American people be brainwashed into black nationalism, which is defending white supremacy, defending racial segregation, and Also, economic default. Have you noticed I call it the fake gospel of the poor black nation? It is. That's why our communities are so fucked up because that and W. E. Du Bois warned our people to not follow Marcus Garvey. And I'm glad he got cooned out when he was taking. No, he wasn't lying. What a lot of folks say who love and worship this man will tell you that the white man set him up. Set him up when he got caught. What happened is he went to the poor. Okay, the poor. They love to go to the vulnerable people like a cult leader. That's why Jim Jones, a cult leader, will go to the poor who don't have nobody, who feel less value about themselves and have low self-esteem. They went to those people, okay, in the poor, in the poverty areas. After he came out of Jamaica, okay, out to South Central America, trying to advocate his belief system. He's a Leo just like I am. We like to feel empowered in his leaders, okay? Marcus Garvey was. Birthdays around each other, okay? Now, the truth of the matter is, God, dog, that's all. George's phone. What happened is, you don't realize that when he went to the poor, they felt less than who they are. They had to make somebody feel esteemed, but they also control. In dog whistle language, I tell people like they had dog whistle language about white supremacy using code words like the word thug and misinterpreting because when I start, I'm not using it as the N word. I'm using it as a criminal. They may interpret it as the N word. Their dog whistle language is to stay in your place and not to come up in life and have the victim mentality that you're talking about and not come out to be a victim. I talk about the victimhood, but I'm a victim bashing the victimhood, so I don't be a victim. That's different from me and them. And what happened is they got empowered and he tricked them because remember these folks didn't have a mind on their own. Slaves and these were descendants of slaves who was not educated, so they didn't have a mind on their own. They listened to anybody who tell them to jump and say jump. And they was and if you remember like Philo attacked Kunta Kinte stay on the plantation, they was a violent towards thank you. A lot of folks don't understand it. I know this mentality. That's why when Kent Organic attack you, I had to let them know, dude, that's the fiddler mentality that many of our brothers have. Don't let be fooled with you. That's why they killed Michael because they had a fiddler mentality as well. They felt that you're black descent in this country, consider black, stay in your place, don't come up. That's why when I hear someone talk about that, they're the ones cool. They tell you hate yourself. No, I forgot the disease they used to call African American people. They made up, okay, and I'm gonna find was they felt that the African American man trying to be free, he had this type of disease. It was a mental condition, okay. This is scientific medical racism and mental health racism. And what happened is that's their way of saying you hate yourself. You don't fit into the narrative way I want you to do. So I just play with your head so I can manipulate you to be with how I want you to be. That's what they're saying. So anyway, and white people did not like the fact that during segregation you had many businesses, and yeah, I mean people can straighten their hair, keep their hair natural, freedom of choice. But what bothers white people when I get my hair straight, I rebel against their narrative. I keep my hair the way I want to. I straighten my hair I want to. It's my body. I own it by no white man, no black man. Nobody don't own this body but my own self. My mama don't own it. The biblical is cut. Okay, and Galatians chapter 4. I'm no longer a slave because I'm a grown man. Now to my parents, thank you. Truth of the matter is that they felt intimidated, just like them sisters felt intimidated by college and wearing braids. Okay, when we straight out, it's funny because I don't get offended when they go dark their body. Okay, they got intimidated, so they had to tell. They got to tell Elijah Muhammad to make them feel less than who they are, stick and tack. Okay, because why would anybody just worry about what some people do with their body? That's their body. Do whatever you want to. Mark up your body with tattoos. That's your body. I'm not worried about it. I worry about my own body to worry about, okay? I gotta die with his body, live with his body. It's like, why should I worry about somebody else, okay? You want to get, you know what I'm saying? So what happened is, and they feel intimidated about a brother being the same pot with them. You talking about victimhood and all that. They don't want your conservative friends are the ones who put the victimhood in many of us. They don't want us to have, they keep making a joke about welfare. Actually, they love the fact we're on welfare because if a brother has more money than a white man, he feels intimidated. Who's racist? He'll feel intimidated. A man of African descent has more money, more wealth than a white man. He's going to be intimidated. He loves the thugs. Long as they thugging in the hood. If an African American person be thugging and acting ratchet in their establishment, that's when they have a problem. Okay? But as long as they're selling they dope, you understand the party that you defend is very hypocritical. That's why I don't care about Barbara Bush. Her husband planted drugs in the hood. Yes. CIA Reagan. They was talking about just say no and act like they were holding down, but they was behind closed conspiring. Long's crack cocaine at the time back in the 80s was okay, and we was getting killed, which I didn't. My family, I have some, there's some cousins on it, but my mom, dad, and all of them was not on it. Let's get this straight, okay? And I'm not a crack baby, okay? All it is. So, and I never done crack. They come here on my channel, like, no, excuse me, caffeine is my drug, y'all. Caffeine is legal. It's organic. I'm black, white, American, Hispanic. That's my background. Caffeine is my drug. Not coke, not crack, no kush, no weed, none of that stuff. Nothing illegal in my system. I was shouted when Nancy hypocritical Reagan just say no back in the 80s, and I stood my ground with just say no to illegal drugs. I don't even smoke cigarettes. I have asthma. And I rarely drink because I take medication because I'm bipolar. Okay? I like Mariah Carey, I'm bipolar type 1, she bipolar type 2. So get that straight. So I don't take the drugs I buy as Whole Food Store, GNC, and vitamins and herbs you buy on Amazon and eBay. And what's the other one? Dollar Tree. Thank you. Those are drugs I take. They are legal. Thank you. No illegal drugs in my system. I don't do no weed, no kush, no crack. So anybody comes to my channel with that bullshit, yeah, because you want to be your third nigger, okay? Those white people who attack me with that, you want me to be a third nigger who do crack because you like to see African American people at the lower economic bottom and your ass on top. That's why. You don't have a problem with that's why y'all promote ghettoism in rap industry, aka private prison complex and music industry. I'm a singer. I cannot even get a record deal because I don't out here saying like Kodak Black, you ain't been love to really good. I don't buy down to that mess. I know it's racial exploitation. It's minstrel show behavior. I'm not doing that. Okay. So point is, yeah, and when I speak Spanish and sing in Spanish, you get offended because I'm going against your stereotype. Thank you. Let's get to the subject. And Spanish is part of me because my grandfather was over there, so therefore, thank you. I'm the one that learned speaking Spanish. But point is, the truth of the matter is, you don't realize, dude, generational wealth contribute to white privilege. Okay? The party you defend, the Republican Party, is the reason why we have ghettos. I was born during Carter, okay, Jimmy Carter. Our people, African American was doing well. When Reagan came in, a lot of African American people, Hispanic, like what happened to Selena's family, their business got closed with Reaganomics. Also, too, when poverty hit the African American community, that's when people with a love of money had temptation to sell drugs. Ricky Ross, not Rick Ross, will tell you that. They came into the community and they gave these brothers opportunity to sell dope. Okay? The idea of selling dope was making money. Yeah, until the reason why it became an issue with the drug, when white folks start smoking crack and they drug dealers start going in the white neighborhood. When like the opium situation in meth, when it start hitting them, that's when they start to, like for example, school shooting. I'm surprised in 2018, no one is not carrying clear backpacks. I graduated 20 years ago in high school in 98. Went to Bellarmine Hispanic, used to be Bellarmine White School. That it's funny when it became Bellarmine White School, African Spanish school, Spanish school. That's when we started wearing clear backpacks, and we had security on there. We had security. We had drug dogs. Yes, I don't forget that's weird. Okay, in the white schools you didn't have that. Okay, because they felt that the white, wealthy, prestigious schools and elite schools were safe. That's the assumption they had down there in Florida with what happened with Nicholas Cruz. Okay, so in that area they felt it was safe. In our area with people of color, it wasn't safe. We were all savages, whether be African American or Hispanic. That's what they felt like. Our schools should be like Leno Main with Eastside High, okay? You gotta know about your history, dude, okay? And I'm shocked that in 20 years, a couple students get shot, a white thug who would expand last name, who's by adoption, okay? Is shooting up the school in 2018. It wasn't almost 21 years, 20, it was 19 years ago, because 1999 was the Columbine, right? Or either 2098. 20 some years ago when Columbine happened. Who lied to the school district that those schools were safe? Anyone can care. Thank you. And not surprised the cop then patrol the area recognized Nicholas Cruz, because these days you have to have a pass to come on campus because you have all these pedophiles. Yes, you cannot go on a campus in elementary school. You got to go to the front desk, take a picture, and then too, these days you have to the teachers have to come out with the students, and they have to line the cars up of their parents or their guardians, and they have to make sure they go to their, because they don't want a pedophile or kid. That's my question is, why they not doing that at the school? Okay, anyway, you know these are older kids, but still, all right. They too gullible because they think they're white, mostly white, and say that's the whole reason why. That's called like it is. Now, sad how things has gotten worse, but the truth of the matter is they allow the crack fiends to come in. The police don't go to the community. The police patrol, like the slave patrol, they protect white wealthy areas, not trailer parks, y'all. Don't get with me with that mess. White wealthy areas, mostly white wealthy areas. Minority, barrio, ghetto areas, the police purposely, lazily come late. Okay, don't come at all. Don't come on time. Okay, if it's a middle class accuracy because money talks, yes. But if it's an economic default area, ghetto, they come late. Trust me, because I call laws on these thugs over here. And they will sympathize with the thugs. They act like it's no big when it is. They have no sin. They don't sit down with the victim. They sometimes take up for the thugs. Sometimes these cops participate in the drug mess, and they're thugs themselves with it. Thank you. Okay? They also sleep with the hood rats, the thoughts over here too. You gotta go there. So, that's why I don't pay no mind with them, and use the police. I probably know the blue code secret, because how can you teach right when you do it wrong? I don't like no human. That's why I say God is my authority. No human being is my authority, because human beings are human being, no matter what color, is so hypocritical. It's like talking to a devil. Okay, I call it like it is. If I'm doing wrong, God get me, not no human. Okay. That's why I say I'm a scoffer, Private 979. I don't want nobody correcting me. And if I'm doing wrong, like St. Paul said about Romans 9 or 10, reading from the book Isaiah, that's not fine. But see, those ask me, God reach out to these. That's why I think if I'm doing wrong, God be able to reach out to me, not no human, not you, no anybody, nobody. Okay. I don't trust no human in correction, because human beings very hypocritical, and I think I need someone to take a split on my eye and got what being theirs. Okay, they don't practice what they preach. They don't prove to be trustworthy in Corinthians 4:2. Okay, thank you. Okay, these stewards are bad stewards. That what happened in Starbucks was bad stewards, and I'm not gonna say defend the bad authority. Okay, it need to prove to be right. Okay, by their own actions. Okay, now. So you're talking about guilt. Let me explain something. Because our white counterparts, our cousins, because we're not pure black, do have to feel responsible, because this country was made for white people, especially white, WASP, conservative, straight males. Okay? All right, let me explain something. So, as a white male, you have to defend yourself because our white ancestors did a lot of thugging. Okay? Let's be real. Our neighbor ancestors were abused by them, and African ancestors were. And it continued, even during Jim Crow. Okay? Now it's a hidden racism, but it's now openly out with your favorite president, Donald Trump. Okay? You're lost. That's why they feel good, because what white man wants to feel responsible of what happened? Because y'all like to stereotype people by groups, like you did with these brothers. They were thugs. We use college graduates. A white man with sense who's not racist do not want to be in the same category with Donald Trump and white masters, white slave masters, and white segregationists back in the day. And that's why American Indian people do not want to admit having white DNA because of that mess. That's why I say we have white guilt. I don't, because, I feel like Lil' Kim said in the song, when the people say I got it going on, and the other ladies really got nothing on me. They don't got nothing on me, okay? I'm not over here advocating KKK and being the African mixed version of Hank you talking about Dixie, the Asian Nazi, that fool that got arrested for thugging, okay? Here in Texas, but he was in Tyler, I'm in Houston, that's different, okay? He found out that banana coon, okay? You know what I'm saying? I'm not over here advocating white supremacy, that white is better and black is not. I'm not sitting here saying that white folks are superior and we're not. I'm not saying that. You're the one doing that mess, and you're trying to cover up that white guilt that's in your genetics, okay? So, I call it like it is. I'm not sitting here saying my people, everyone should not have freedom. I defend those brothers. Those brothers were not thugs. They were actually, I envy those brothers because they have more wealth than I do. They was in Starbucks. They shout out to my brothers out there, those who's in there, and I'm glad you did the Rosa Parks. They did Rosa Parks. See, if this was segregation, dude, you would defend. Well, Rosa Parks should not like Eddie from Sexual Entertainer's character in Barbershop. You would defend white supremacy because old master say you shouldn't do it. You have to fit that master distorting right and wrong, okay? Distorting right and wrong, the idea of right and wrong, okay? For his white supremacy. Oh no, master say you couldn't do this. Master say you can't. Master also wrong. Distorting scripture. Master also not authority. Master is a bad authority. You're not critiquing. You're not having the gift of discernment when it comes to old master, okay? Master can't do no wrong. Master is equal to God to you. I don't have that mentality. That's why I say I don't want nobody to correct me except God, including you, including your white subscribers. They have a badge now. The badge don't make God is still human, just like I. They bleed just like I do. One thing when I learned about white ancestry, that really got my mindset changed. And you always say, you think you're better, only God is better, babe. I'm not better, you're not better, white man not better, no Mexican not better, nobody better go, okay? So that's why I don't have that mentality. And the white guilt, those who like Richard Spencer should have white guilt. The white folks in the film, they should not have white guilt. I agree with that. The two white people in the film, they were doing what the carbaggers and Skywags did. What white abolitionists helped Harriet Tubman and Farrah Douglas. And Harry B. Stowe, who wrote the book Uncle Tom's Cow. See, you don't understand that. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's one thing that gets on my nerves because you had white people interracially marry African descendant people, even if it was illegal doing slave and Jim Crow people don't even talk about. Not everybody came out of slave row. You had even white slave masters, all the color schools, for understand. The HBUs, the black schools were made for these mulatto kids from Massa. When Massa died, sometimes there was slave master who had a will and let those people have that's what black towns came out of. Folks do not know that, especially one in Ohio. Okay? A lot of folks not know that. A lot of towns, a lot of schools were built by slave masters' kids who are mulatto. Then they allow the pure blacks to come in. Okay? A lot of folks don't know the history. Okay? Even you can win your freedom by being master's child. Okay? That's why we have colorism. Okay? That's the reason why. A lot of folks don't understand that. Like when Tyra Banks was saying about good hair and bad hair, the sisters were saying it wasn't slaves who had different textures. Said, I'm cute. It was, if you were close to master, 19, you were able to be free. Okay? Farrah Douglas beat the slave master up. Guess what? He also was slave master's child. Farrah Douglas. Okay? Yes. Okay? So, and by me being part white, that also said, because when I was with some white supremacists at my job, they're like, yeah, you're like, they call me light skin, even though I'm not look like Captain, because I don't look like no West Nice either. At my job, when we were doing our training, I put my hand above them. When I was talking about our white heritage, they was like, and I know they're white because I'm not going to detail how I know who they are, okay, behind closed doors. And how they could lose that certain discussion we had. I had my cap and shirt, jersey. Oh, yes, I did doing training. They would look at me strange, okay? You know what I'm saying? And when I started mentioning, yes, I related to the thing of bacon. They say I relate to the bug and bacon family Nevermores. And they're like, dang, you know the certain. Yes, I did my research on this. You sure did. I changed my, yeah, thank you, okay? That's why. They know when you, and this one thing, the bump, slave master's ideology, the truth will set you free. The Bible says that, okay? That's why I tell my people, Africans, say, stop over here with this guilt. You didn't own no slaves. You were no slave, okay? You know, unless you out here thugging and being a perpetrator of the minstrel behavior, unless you're over here killing a brother just to kill another brother, okay? Not in self-defense, okay? Yes, you should feel white guilt. If you over here calling a brother a nigger, no different word, nigger, you thank you. Okay, if you are defending that, you being a coon, you defend your white master's guilt. Okay, you should have your white master's ancestor guilt, no matter if you dark skin, light skin, or whatever. Okay, so I mean, yeah, cause and you also going against our freedom. You should have some white guilt. You're doing exactly what master telling you to do. Okay, you defend segregation. You should have. Thank you. Okay, you know the people, black segregation. They're all white master's pets. Thank you. They are the black nationalists are white masters' pets, and Black Lives Matter are not a white black nationalist group. It's created by a Jew named George Soros. There are white people in it, unlike the KK. I cannot. If I was the version of Dave Chappelle's character and I cannot join the KKK. I cannot join the Nazis. I cannot join the alt-right. All of they trying to get people, coons and porchos, and who do their job for them, and banana coons. But technically, we can't. If it, you cannot join the KKK and you get killed. Okay, come on now. I go to the KKK and knock on those. I got a percent of white in me. Can I join? They'll say, nigga, get the fuck out my damn place. Thank you. Unless you bow down and kiss their butt, they probably let you do all that. But no, they ain't trying to let you join the Klan. Then there'll be a nigga in the Klan, and there'll be a nigga in the Klan. Come on, thank you. Or Asian or Hispanic, they have people helping them out, but not literally be called Klan. No, you have to be pure white. Thank you. If you caught passing for white like Sarah Jane, your ass gonna get killed. Okay, thank you. That's why J. Everett Hoover, who was part black, okay, killed his dad, his aunt, who can pass for white because people were speculating while you over here shout white supremacy, do you have a drop of nigger blood in you to cover that mess up? That's why people who couldn't pass for white, his family, like that lighter skinned sister who did a documentary of him being related to him, her dad told her to keep your mouth shut. Keep your mouth shut. Because you took because they're trying to firebomb. Thank you, kill you. Thank you. A lot of folks don't know their history. But that's the point. Dude, those two white people did not have white guilt. They were being true freedom fighters. They were being true white abolitionists. And not all, and I know that not all white people, it would be nice, the white side of my family that's not racist. I would like to go meet the ones who are rednecks. Hell to no. Okay? Hell to no. Hell to no. But ones who are not racist. I think my age doctor cousin was telling me that one of the married to actress, I would like to meet her and her husband. Say, hello, brother. I'm your cousin-in-law on the white side of the family, okay? He was telling me back in April of 2016 when we was in downtown at the subway when they closed down right by FedEx. Yeah, I tell you, we rode the train together and we was talking. He talked because he's seen people write things down. He had to put his hearing aid on because I'm a talker and I had to write things down. He showed me the pictures of my white cousins and stuff. So let you know, dude, that yes, they're white guilt, and even let me let you know that the colorism that goes in our community, that's white guilt. We try to hide it from, like the sister said on I love Anonymous Jones on Anonymous. They used to be on BET. She went to MTV and her own talk show. Donna Lewis. There was a sister, real light-skinned sister on her show. She said the reason why we don't like to talk about cousin because they know it will feel that guilt of contributing to that. That's right. That's why everybody so try to claim to be black. Veronica Vega, what's she doing? I don't want to be called. She's Afro mestiza, part Cuban, part Venezuelan, and she got her hair blown. Everybody calling. She don't look white to me. I'm sorry. She's like a Spanish woman who's brown, who tried to dye her to look white. Okay, and when she was on Love and Hip Hop Miami, she said she's black. Yeah, that's to stop her from not being called a racist for using the word nigga. Okay, you know what I'm saying? But do she put black and white and native along her span categories on the census? I'll wait on that level. Anyway, yeah, call like it is. If we find out she's checking why, we'll call out for that. Okay, point is, okay? So the truth of the matter is, that's what letting you know that the thugs, Kanye and all the niggas with parents, that hide behind the black name and the black identity, that's they way not feeling guilty of having their white racist guilt in their DNA, in their conscience. Call it like it is. You know what I'm saying? And you have white guilt right there. You don't want to feel guilty having a drop of white DNA and call your ass out on that one too. You defending white supremacy. You're using your black identity, okay? That's not pure black, because you're not, you lighter, a little bit lighter than I am, to hide behind it so you don't feel that guilt or to your white ancestors' guilt, okay? What they did back in the day, because the idea of white guilt is contributed to what happened back in the past. What happened in Charlottesville was contributed. Everybody want to take, we try to take those statues down. They remind us of white supremacy. Them thug statues, the white considered thug statues. Okay, they was mad because it's about white power being attacked. They went out their way, lost their jobs. I swear, them thugs, them clan, all right thugs, acting ratchet, acting hood, running over people. All they was acting was albino chipping out, okay? You know what I'm saying? They were albino chipping out because they have albinos being monkeys, and okay, there was albino KBs chipping out, okay? That year, yes, last year, okay, back in August, lost their jobs, running old people, killing people. I'm like, damn, talking about African sending people doing all because their white power was being attacked. When they were taking those statues, they know them idol statues infiltrate white supremacy. Them statues was made, those slave-owning thug Confederate statues were made, brother, during Jim Crow, just like what happened in Mount Rushmore, where I named people, Bare My Heart and Bend Knee. Wounded Knee, excuse me. I mean to Bend Knee, that's the voice to be so. They were doing it to our neighbor. Remember, that was the sacred ground for our neighbor ancestors back in those days, where they go do their worship, okay? So, since they were people with polytheists, okay, so the white people said, well, you know, we're going to show them who's boss. They forgot that other man that got killed as a president was part black. Lincoln, he beat Obama in that situation. He was Melungeon, okay? Melungeon, what they call it. He was Native American, Cherokee, and white, and black. That's also Tom Hanks' cousin. And Chaz Hanks, who also got black. That's why he don't have mind use the word nigga, because he a high yellow Negro, mulatto, okay? Call it in name. Thank you. Call it like it is. So anyway, Chaz Hayes. Well, you know, Chaz, yeah. But now, Tom Hanks, Chaz Hanks, whatever his name is, the one who's a rapper, who's a wigger, and if you call me a nigga, I hate the N-word. I said, dude, before you start calling me a nigga, you a high yellow nigga. You know what I'm saying? You passing for white. I'ma call your ass out, and you be treated like Sarah Jane in that movie with Imitation of Life, okay? Gonna be calling me no damn nigga. I have a high respect for myself. I don't call myself no nigga with an ER or with an A. Call like it is. Now, let's get to the subject. Now, truth of the matter is, they want to show them who were boss. That was the idea of the Mount Rushmore statues. To show the Americans, you want to idolize us, we white, we better. Oh, you got the other president and all that white Lincoln. Okay, now, when they do a segregation, it was the idea to put those statues to remind our people who were boss. My question is, and I have folks who fought on the conservative side, on the white side. Yes, they do. I don't want to say they had statues either. The argument said, well, they had black people in Mississippi. The only statues you see. Why are the people who fought, the mixed mulatto people, the Mexicans who from Texas who are poach minded, okay, coconuts, and apple Native Americans and pure blacks, coons, why we don't see names and name after them? Statues all over the South. Why we don't see their statues? Why we don't see the schools, their schools named after them? Why we don't see, only have a few statues? I'm talking about all over the South, okay? Like we have a Robert E. Lee. Why here in Houston? Actually, we got two Lee, one in Baytown and one in the Southwest. Why we don't have statues? And then Jefferson Davis. Why we don't have those brothers in whether it be mixed, pure, light skin, dark skin, the Mexicans who fought in, who went against their country in the Alamo, who fought on the Confederate side, and they were, why we don't have their names all over the South in streets named, why? Because they was just used as pawns, dude. White people who fought in that war and lost was to remind them in segregation. This time, y'all may won the civil war this time, but guess what? We're gonna win this time. We're gonna let you know we won with segregation, and your ass gonna bow down to us and kiss our ass, kiss our feet, and everything else. Oh yeah, we better than you. That's white supremacy right there. It's our idol right here. That's what they had. Nothing wrong with making statues, but they used it as so when people was bombing those statues, including Columbus, that thug, okay, and they started taking down statues, these white men who was at Charlottesville, these thugs, okay, got so offended because they knew their power structure, the idolatry in this country was being attacked. People will stop looking at them as something above them and looking at them as a common man. They knew they no longer would feel guilty because the history behind those men as the statues, they were not good men. Those were slave owners. They were raping, they were murdering, they were killing, you know, all that, and they had to fight the war to maintain it while they denied the truth of the Bible. They also distorted the Bible to do that. The reason why they had a book by the religious structure of the Negroes was to mess with their spirits and their mind, distort the Bible to keep them enslaved. That's why when Harry Tubman came in and tried to get the slaves out of the plantation, they didn't want to come out. Okay? That's why after the Civil War ended, they still remained slaves. Okay? Here in Texas, they were still practicing slavery to 3 years from Juneteenth. They the one who's making a racial issue. The Donald Trump campaign was about race. Build the wall. Why they want the wall built? It's not, excuse me, let me explain something to you. White people cause illegal immigration. Let me explain why. When our people stopped working the field back in the 40s and 30s, stopped doing the sharecropping and everything and picking strawberries, guess who they got to do their job for them? Bucetos, Mexicans. These folks did not have a permit, have work permit, and they was allowed to be in the country unless to do their job. They thought that the Mexican Bucetos was going back to Mexico. No, they saw money here. They stayed in here, okay? And that's what caused illegal immigration. Okay? They don't want to cause that. They not know that in their Mexican people, many of them, not all, are Catholic. Not all of them, okay? And even ones who convert to Protestantism that I know do not practice abortion or contraceptives. Or something practice, but they don't practice abortion. They have children, big families. That's what caused a higher birth rate among Latinos. The white population is dying. That's what it's all about. All about illegal immigration and jobs. Once again, I am not fighting with my Latino brother over a damn low-wage, shoe-shining, Aunt your mama job that doesn't pay the bills. The only ones who are fighting that mess are those who fucked up in the system on purpose. Not being, let me explain something. If those African-American people who's like Diamond Silk bitching and moaning about a low-wage job, something's wrong with their asses. They might have criminal convictions. They had childbirth at child at a young age, which led them in financial debt, okay? They also didn't finish school because education gets further. The one thing that Martin King was fighting for integration so we can have economic power, not to marry a white person, okay? That was their argument. The supremacists, the white supremacists, about marrying whites. Yeah, it was about economic power, economic getting out of economic default, aka segregation. When anybody hears somebody, we need to go back. Shut the fuck up. Martin King got spit on, got killed over this, and you talking about a burning house. But my question: why after the burning house argument, the brother here had the Puerto March with white people who are poor, Mexican, Puerto Ricans, Native Americans, and African American people marching before he was killed. Him and Chavez were friends. They was writing to each other to unite before he was killed. So that burning house argument, please, anybody use it as argument, please shut the fuck up. You're ungrateful ass bitch. Those in our accusation, that man went through a lot of hell so we can have the rights we have. You're the one who's a damn coon. If you, like I say, I don't mind leaving this country because you allow somebody like Trump become president. Okay? I don't mind the Josephine Baker, the John Hart going to Mexico, to get away from slavery and Jim Crow would have Josephine Baker. Okay? But your ass is saying you don't want the next brother or sister to have anything. That's your argument. Because you feel your black DNA ain't worthy to have freedom and economic power and wealth. That's what it is. Y'all the coons. Y'all defend the one-drop rule. You are slave masters, dumb pets. Can't call that by a coon because I'm a freedom fighter. I believe our people should have freedom just like white people. Y'all who defend segregation don't want us to have nothing and not do nothing. That's what it is. And I did say nothing. Y'all do nothings because you don't want us to have nothing. Martin King fought for us to put his life on line so we can have something better than we had back in Jim Crow. So you should go back on your plantation and pick the damn cotton. And I should be the free man of color. And I feel, remember, one thing in Creole people was always about color is about not fooling with the folks on plantation. The people in free of color, you also had people who looked white. They had to wear certain clothing in Louisiana to not be distinguished with white people, okay? They didn't want to associate with slaves regardless of their shade because they tried to go back on the plantation. That's why I had the mentality when people come together, coming at my ass. I'm not coming up with no brothers because they got black and they not trying to set me up. What happened in Emmett it wasn't just the white woman, the old white racist bitch who was setting him up. It was a coon who told where he stayed at. When Nat Turner was coming out the plantation with the brothers, it was a coon who went back and told what was going on. Those are them people. You fellas, Fiddler, stay in your place. Yes, those people. Black identified segregations are white masters' pets. Though Fiddler and Jemima, no matter what they shade, hair texture, they want us to come collected together so we can stay suffering together. That's not my goal. No, hell to no. Suffer alone since you like to suffer. I don't like to suffer. I don't like oppression. I hate oppression. Get this, I'm going to cuss here, but get this soldier. So, dude, when you talk about white guilt, that's what they're talking about. The white man who's innocent of that do not want to be associated with that. Okay? And not all white people are racist. I have white friends who are freedom fighters, who defend our rights, who call out the white racism, who acknowledge me as a mixed race person, by the way. Those are good people. Yeah. You want to call one job with white people. I don't want to be friends with a white person who don't see me as who I really am. They want to use my black and exploit it. That's what the idea they're trying to use. Okay? And you understand, I would love for somebody, because I can't pass for white, someone who can pass for white, who can tell you what goes behind. That's why I like being friends with those people, who have white DNA, and they'll tell you all the jokes, and that's why I have no problem. If my third grandfather, who looked white, was alive right now before he died in 1954, I would love to have a conversation with him. Because let me know every detail, all the secrets. That's why I have no problem mentioning them. Because one thing is not including the white masses, it's including the people who mulatto, who we came out of. That's why I don't understand how people can bash interracial mixed people, because y'all talk about black people and mixed people are not black. That includes us. We came out of those mulatto people. Okay? We have ancestors who are mulatto and part Native American and black. Okay? We're not pure black Africans. That's why Africans who don't like us will mention that in your face. And they're actually right. We're not pure black people. In culture, we're not. The culture we call black culture is not even African. That's why I consider myself multiracial. I don't consider myself pure black. I don't consider myself pure African. Oh, the white man's not God. And if a white man next to me was thinking that, I don't want me near his ass. I would disown him. I would not be friends with a white person. There are many times been instances where I'm the only person by myself at a table because of that. Yes, I'm alone when it comes to that. I do bad by myself. It takes a real man to do that. I'm not a pure black person. I don't look white. I'm not pure white either. I don't look white. And I'm not pure Native American. I'm not pure of Spanish origin. I'm very proud of being all those things. Being proud of African and Native and French and Spaniard and Irish and English. I don't want to be pure black because I'm not. I'm mixed. Okay? And I can care less with a white person who feels that they have a right to think they God. Okay? I don't want to be friends with that white person or anybody of any race. You don't set me for him, take it and leave and get out my motherfucking face. That's how I say. I don't kiss nobody's ass. Those people before me who came together, whether it was forced, rape, or by choice, whatever, I'm here because of that. Okay? And I don't kiss ass. Why people hate my guts and I'm not submissive. I'm my own leader. I'm a slave to myself. I'm my own master to my own self. Thank you. I'm my own slave and slave master. The only person who can interrupt that is God Almighty, not no human walking on this earth, no matter what their race or color is. Okay? Now you my own mama and daddy. So that's why my mentality is different. But you are a cool dude. And you gotta be thankful those white people defend those brothers. What if you, your dumb ass, go to some place and that's called go to a place and white folks call it all type of niggers, and then one white person videotapes it and so they can defend you. Shout out to that white man who defended Rodney King. And the white man who filmed the Dole family, which is Mount Feature from Global J. Rasmus, week before Rodney King, they was Samoan. They was attacked by the LAPD. Shout out to them. Those are good white people. You better think, you better be counting your blessings and thanking God Almighty that He put those white people to defend it. Shout out to those white folks. Though, and if we're related down the family tree, come holler at me. All right? That's why I don't want to know no red, no clan, oh hell to no guy. I would But that's why. You're talking about coming together. You're the one who's further that racial issue in defending the white supremacists who hate your ass, dude. And I tell y'all, you and Diamond Silk and the other brother are all slaves. Faithful slaves. And I'm a free man of color. I'm a runaway. I ain't gonna fool with you slaves. That I'm raising people and they be thug and I live in the ghetto. I don't fool with their asses. They are cooned out and hood rat out in their head. The white massa mentality is in their head. They feel by being one drop black DNA, they have to be a thug. They cause destruction in the community, which that's what white massa want to do. The thugs in our community are white massa savage pets. They sell his dope for him, and they cause shit in the community. And you call laws, they white racist cops and minority cops like you will take forever to come because y'all don't care about our lives. That's why we out here shouting Black Lives Matter or Native or Hispanic or whatever color. In the white areas that's prestigious, they are protected down here. Legally. Okay? That's the reason why. Okay? They vote against policies to help our communities. So we don't have no drugs and thugs and all that. You gotta understand, dude, it's more to the story. And white people who do not want to be associated, they know white folks call each other out who are racist. Because they don't want people to go around saying white people are racist, blaming them for that. That's the reason why they have white guilt. And even our own people don't want to mention, why you mention white master? Look, you take a time with a slave master, you're going to offend rape. Excuse me, those who say that you're offending rape with that one drop rule, dumbass. They made it. Damn, one drop rule so they can rape a slave and make that slave be a slave for having a drop of black blood. Y'all on the white master side. I'm not. I'm the female side, god dog it. Shit. Y'all are on the slave master side. They made that damn one drop rule so they can make another slave. Y'all defend your own misery. I go against it. That's the difference between me. I think like a free person of color. I don't think like no slave on field or the house. Ain't no coon here. Y'all the coons. Y'all the coons defend that one drop rule and you want to share your misery with somebody else instead of come together go against it. That's the difference between me and y'all. And then call yourself a nigga. Y'all the ones all the slave masters' pets. I should do a blog about that. I'm thinking about doing blogs that vlogs and actually put my words in writing and let you know understand where I'm coming from. No, folks, when y'all claim y'all mixed heritage and these folks come and say, you claiming white masters blood is slave rape. No, excuse me. Let me tell you what happened. They made the one drop rule so when they make a slave be a slave by raping. The more slaves the slave master had on a plantation, the more wealthy he was. So what they did was rape a sister, had kids having sex with each other, that too. They had the reason why we're talking about black love is not good. They made black men have sex with a black woman to populate, like breed out a plantation. So how many slaves? And in the one drop of black blood, so when they mess with a slave, rape or molest a slave, that child comes out no matter what shade or hair texture it was, and by them having black DNA, they'll classify as a damn slave. So y'all don't want to defend that shit. By me calling my white ancestors, I'm over here mentioning what happened and telling it like it is and making them feel guilty who contributed to that mess. That's the difference. That's why white people look at me strange who racist, because they know, first, they don't want me in the same pot with them. Then second of all, they feel intimidated and feel guilty for what their slave master ancestors did by violating someone's sex and making them be a slave for having a drop of black DNA. Thank you. And I'm not the coon here. Y'all are coons. Y'all are sellouts. And y'all know what? I don't care what a white person thinks. I don't want to be friends with that white person. I don't even want, if it's a woman, I ain't marrying a white woman who don't accept me as a multiracial person. Once actually, I was talking to a woman in the past, and she kept looking at me strange. Hell to no, I will believe her at the altar. She will not marry me. If you don't accept this, accept the multiracial identity and my heritage that come together to cause me here, you don't come with me. Becky coming with that mentality coming in my dog now my new family, now on the wedding. I leave your ass at the church at the altar. I'm very strict with that mess. Yes, I am. I take pride in that. Yes, I have stopped being friends with white people who don't accept me as a multiracial person. And no longer, I block some people on YouTube of that mess. Thank you. So that debunks y'all argument. Y'all do anything, jump and holler when they say jump. I don't want to have that in my life. Thank you. I jump when I want to say jump. I'm my own slave and slave master. Thank you. No black person, no white person, no Mexican, no Italian, no Asian, no Cuban, whatever. No Martian, no person from Jupiter, whatever you want to call it. No dog, no cat. Only God Almighty stop that mess. And I said God, and y'all ain't God. Hello. Can't talk on that level. But the truth of the matter is, dude, go back to them. Sorry. Y'all crazy up here. They don't want to be associated with the stuff that happened back in the day that people are trying to bring back. That's why I would say make America great again, make it white again. And that's the whole reason why. And you should be counting your blessings, because one day it'll be you in a situation and you might have a white person having your back who actually will call out. Because by them being white, they see things go behind closed doors that you don't see and I do not see. Because we can't pass white. And our brothers and sisters who can pass white, they are telling you this. That's why I don't mind having cousins, because we do live in a white supremacist society, and I want to know who is my friend, who's not. See, one folks understand. That's why I'm not bash Michael Jackson kids. I'm glad they came out the way. Let me let you know. If Paris Jackson and I and her oldest brother, because what's name don't look white, talking about blanket. I use example. I cannot pass. I cannot get no Wesley Snipes to come with me. Okay? Cause it can't pass. You go back on plantation. Okay? While we're coming out of plantation, since I can't pass for white, okay? I would have to act like that Prince Michael the First and Paris Jackson are my slave owners. So we can come out the plantation together and go up north. That's what happened. Okay? That's why I don't have a problem. Y'all who whine about someone not looking black, what can you do? Can you tell me what they saying behind closed doors? Even the maids and butlers, the white folks could not talk amongst them. They'll say certain things, but once they walk out the door, then they show their real self. The white people could pass for white. People I've ever seen could pass for white can tell you, oh, he say that's how Martin Luther King got his movement, because he had somebody, a real high young person who can pass for white and tell all the secrets they tell you. All the racial jokes, what they said, he thought they was your friend, they love you. Come on now. That's why I don't mind. That's why I'm not ashamed of my third. You have people in our family on my mom's side family who are ashamed of my. Y'all know different than Sarah Jane with me and she, her dog. Her with actually Juanita Moore was not that dog. She was brown skin, but the one who the black mama in the movie Imitation Life. Y'all know different. You can't sit here defend the dark skin or the brown skin or the one who look more black in your family and the person who looks white who's not racist, who's not colorist, and debunk it because your ghetto ass friend who got no self-esteem, you gotta please them. That's what happened on my mom's family. Y'all trying to please them dumb ass ghetto people who don't care about who and I tend to do master job, kill you, rob, and do no different. I hate the N-word, but no different. Chris Rock mama said, and I'm glad she said it. She said, I love black people, but I can't stand niggas. I hate the N-word on y'all. Don't use it, but I understand where she's coming from. She said, a nigga will rob you and say, I heard you got robbed. And she right about that. The narrative, and not the N-word. I hate the N-word. Because the people they trying to please, they get up friends, and they coming from the country because what happened, they don't care about your ass. They are just as worse as the white supremacists. They murdering, killing, robbing, just like a Klansman would do. With a badge or not. I don't trust the thugs in the street, and I don't trust thugs in the badges, including you. Because you're dirty. You abuse your authority. You're a thug too, going against the law. That's official oppression. Okay? They thugs too. Thank you. And I'm not denying my mixed heritage for some white racist redneck thugs or some black identified who ain't pure black, no matter what they shade, thugs, savages, also to access because I don't go their way. They can't get there. We're talking about me being spoiled. If they not spoiled, they shouldn't worry about what I say I am because they have their own life. They can't change a person. They can only change themselves individually. Yeah. I want to tell my, please stop your dumb ass for people who don't care about themselves in certain areas. I'm not saying everybody in the ghetto, but you have a segment of people who do. And they the one who caused all the riffraff. Look what happened to Tupac. He got shot in Queens by a thug. A crab in a barrel thug. Okay? So I don't know. That's why y'all would miss me with that black who is white, who is better. You cannot trust anybody no matter what color they are. Thugs come in all colors. If I move into a wealth, I have to worry about a white racist thug who a Klan member or sympathize. I live in the hood. I gotta worry about people of African descent who's my shade or darker or light. Kinky, curly, or whatever can pass away into always look exotic looking whatever. Who are thugs. And they don't have to be saying at once. It can be those unprofessional who don't want you to make it more than they do. Trust and believe. On the job, I have people at me who supervisors who hate my guts because I'm a hard working dude and debunk they damn stereotypes. Then I got to worry about the white racist ones who don't like the fact I fight for my rights and I claim I mixed heritage and I don't, thank you, no, typical. In a Hispanic, though, yes. Trust and believe. It is a headache. You have betrayers and thank you. That's why on my channel, I speak the truth. I have no filter to be biased. I can't say that all white people are good or all black, which is we ain't pure black, folks are good or all. I cannot say that because I had growing up, people bullied me from home and from school. So if I had to be racist, I would have to hate the whole population. I have folks in my family too. My two parents done me wrong. So if I really, it sometimes feel like you, if I had to be racist, I had to hate everybody on this planet. Hate every individual on this planet. If I wanted to do a nuclear bomb, everybody probably being included, no matter what color you are. Because people of every group has done me wrong. Every shade, every hair texture. I have that mentality. You cannot trust anybody. Okay? Alright? That's what I live by. Everybody on my channel has been attacked no matter what color or I have bashed. I have no filter. You can't say I'm on either side. I'm like Madonna. We both Leos. On the movie Dictation, I have my own side. Yes. She actually right about that. We both Leos. We do. Thank you. For real. I'm on my own side. I pick and choose what I want to believe, dude. I call my own shots. Okay? Can't debunk me on that. And I'm a liberal by choice. Nobody can come knocking on my door to be a liberal. I felt certain policies I felt that I agree with on my own perspective, and I took sides with that. There's some things I'm conservative I do like. I do believe in, that's why, you know what I'm saying, working by your bootstraps, okay? But also, too, before y'all start saying the Democrat Party, fuck the community up, no, let me say something. You had people who grew up in the Democrat Party who trying to kill us in the moon. And I told my people, I said back in the day when Bush won, you need to join the pro-life Democrats, and they refused to. They gave me every argument in the book, okay? You also, too, don't understand that you have people in Republican states who do not allow Democrat policies to help people because what the idea of being on Section 8 and food stamps is a temporary assistance to get out so you can have your own, not to be in it, okay? And that's what I'm for. And I may be on welfare or no food, food stamps and also on public housing, but guess what? I do work. And I'm trying to read books to have my own business. Even make this YouTube channel as my own business. Okay? I'm not trying to sit here and be on the... I hate to be told what to do. So in those policies, you have to be told you can't do this, can't do that. I gotta have my own shit. I was spoiled one period of time, and I hated when people controlled my life, so I wanted my own shit. Okay? I hated being a child growing up. Unlike Michael Jackson, I hated being a child. Still do. I have family control treatment. I don't go see my family because of treatment. I don't care about back in the day. Fuck back in the day. I'm very liberal about that. Okay, so I want you to know, dude, the white guilt, you understand, a white person with a good mindset does not want to be associated with white supremacy. And shout out to those white people who defended those two brothers. It'd be nice to find out within that mixing, they're their cousins. Okay.